Hey, shalom family at this time. May the peace of y'all be with each and every one of you brothers and sisters. Just a video to the utmost important brothers and sisters. I'm not trying to say this to dishonor anybody by saying separation is for dummies. Yes, what I mean by that is those who have not the knowledge of Yah, ignorance of the words of Yah. We got to look at this always from the time of the flood, brothers and sisters, to the present day. What separation means, the division. Beth El, yes, we've been Beth El, we've been separated, we've been scattered. To divide, you know, like they say, to divide is to conquer, to confuse, to confound. All of this comes under this word separation, brother and sister, and the importance of this. Like when the Father divided the languages, and before they were divided, all of the earth, the tribes was under one language, and they were working together, even to the point of building this tower to make a name for themselves, brothers and sisters. And when you think about this unity, this oneness, and you think about what the enemy have done, even when all y'all punished us, he said, I'm going to punish you. I'm going to scatter you. What some call the diaspora. Among the nations all over the earth, it weakened us. It broken us. It cut off our communication. To the point we lost everything. Our heritage, the knowledge of ourselves, brothers and sisters. This was the damage done to us. The great punishment, the curses that came upon us as a nation, brothers and sisters. And every nation, every enemy of ours used this method, this tactic to divide and conquer. They set laws in place, their own laws, that we should not congregate together in large groups. They got the thing going up in New York, the stop and frisk. See, all of this is systematized to keep you ignorant, to keep you confused. This is their fear, because they know it's unity, and you unite and you come together, you become strong, you become a force, you become knowledgeable. That's why one of the greatest tools we have at this time, Toda Yah, for that is the computer, to start a process of uniting our people, to get this knowledge to each and every one. So this whole video concentrates on separation and the destructiveness of separating. And you saw from the movie called Roots and Amistad, how they separated. And this is all the curses of your savings will come as the fathers and the mother watch their sons and daughters be ripped away from them. Tribes going to hear the dead, brothers and sisters. Taken to strange lands, far away. Hearing foreign speeches that you never heard before. You cannot communicate to these people. And fastly, we begin to lose everything. That's how fast it works, brothers and sisters. In a short period of time, when you be ripped away from your tribe, your nation of people, you lose everything. You have to learn a whole new way, brothers and sisters. And they fed us with lies. To the point we hate ourselves so much, even greater than we hated ourselves when we was out at home in the land together. See, that started in the land. Our people volunteered to turn from Yah, to start walking in the ways of the enemy, brothers and sisters. Allah told us not to do this. He told us to stay intact, to stay one. It's just like when a husband and wife work together. It's so much peace, it's so much love. But when they start doing individually things like this system taught us and tell us to do, Especially tell the woman to excommunicate the man. They set up the structure that, you know, when people suffering, they have a place like women's only, but the husband can't be there. But for women and children, to isolate the man alone, away from the family, to destroy the woman as well and her children. So a lot of things came on us, brothers and sisters. And so Abiyah said, for a time of punishment, but when you bring this knowledge back to us, like in Ezekiel, chapter 37, can the dry bones live and then he said they will rise up out of the grave of exile once he put this spirit back into them, this knowledge, to unite, to migrate. So when you're uniting, you're rallying together and the banner be lifted up. The flag be lifted up and you come and you flow to the one that bear this truth, this banner that represents the name of Yah. And represent that the punishment is over. When the banner go up, the punishment time is up, brothers and sisters. Only thing you got to do is rally. Come back together. That's why I called it the separation for dummies. Yes, the ones who lack the knowledge. To unify, to come from being separated and to connecting, to uniting. For the purpose to go back home. It's senseless to unite and stay in America. Or the other lands that you've been scattered to. That was for punishment. The diaspora, the dispersion. To separate you, to confound you, to baffle you. You see what baffle means? Go back and read it in Genesis, brothers and sisters. When they was in the land of Shinar, and Abiyah came down and baffled because they was all on one accord to do evil against Yah. See, that's when it's wrong, when you're all on one accord to do wrong. But when you're all on one accord to obey Yah, it's nothing greater, brothers and sisters. The unity, the oneness, the wholeness. But long you scattered, what Abiyah said, the enemy gonna kill you. What we see all going on in New York, all going on in Florida, and all over the states and all over the country. Don't you know that's why the United States call themselves the United States? They call themselves the military, the United Forces. They got the police force. They united. And they come together and they'll make that call and they'll come on you on the floor together. You see? They call it unit. That's what they call a unit. Districts. All the symbolic meaning of uniting forces. They train that way. They got certain calls to come to a certain location that way as quick as possible they can get there. And they all come with the mind to attack whoever. And that's why you'll see like somebody just posted up there, brothers and sisters. A bunch of police officers attacking one guy with no gun or nothing. But like he had some earphones in his hand. And they threw him down and on the ground with ice. And all of these things, brothers and sisters, and other people watching of the brother who kind of said, stop watching, help me. But nobody came to his help. See the separation? What separation do, brothers? It cause you not even care for somebody that look like your own kind to be slaughtered by somebody not even your own kind. And you do nothing. Helpless. I'm just all these things, you'll be helpless, you'll be powerless under this separation, under this punishment. It brings confusion. That's why our people have no confusion, because we're not united. Abiyah said when you rally, all of the order will come back. Not until then. He said you rally to the one that bear the flag. When the flag be lifted up, that is honored to the name of Yah, like the banner behind me. You rally, you come. You don't delay, brothers and sisters. You don't play around. You don't worry about, I got a job, I want to retire from the job and get my pension. If you're leaving a place, Abiyah said in his word, all these things are going to come to you. When you leave separation from being scattered, he said all these things, he said the nation's going to help you. These are his promises, brothers and sisters. If you trust him or you don't. If you don't trust him, you'll make every 100 excuses in the world not to obey Yah. The whole plan of Yah is in the scriptures. It was always there. It was written by the prophets. He said at the end time, with the end time of the punishment, we will know these things. Some translators say you will understand them, which means you will know them. Yes, I have people here now, which I am one, that have that knowledge of the prophets. We don't have no new prophets. It's the same knowledge that he gave to the prophets and told Daniel it'd be sealed up to the latter day. Yes, to the time we be enlightened again. That's why Abiyah said in Ezekiel 37, can these dry bones live? He told them to speak to them. And the bones will begin to rattle together, which means begin to have the knowledge of who they are, what we must do. And he said they're going to come together. He said, man, can these bones there? And they rattle, they start shaking it and coming together. That's what's talking about the body of Yah, the children of Yashad Yah. All of that was in his vision to see the bones coming together. When things come together, they're uniting, they come one strong force again. And he said the body will come up in earth as a strong body of children that came from one being of the 12 tribes, brothers and sisters. You got to understand what I'm saying to you. All y'all never intended for us to stay in captivity. I know you love your houses, you love your jobs, and you depend on these things. But Abiyah said he will give us way much more than this. All of this is part of the curse. What we have, this ain't nothing what we're going to have. That's why I say what we have, we put together, and we help, we migrate. Don't you know when we migrate together, wherever we migrate as a force, they're going to be so fearful, but they ain't going to be able to do nothing. Abiyah said the earth's going to help us get back home. He never said come to America physically that way and you're going to see him. He said the earth's going to help us go back home. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 9. He said, when we gather by the shores, he said, and the shores wait for me, the coastlines wait for me. Which is that people wait at the coastline for him. You think people, they not going to put together the governor or whoever, they ain't going to get boats here to get us off the land because they're going to be fearful. One thing going to be fearful of Yah, and they're going to see a mass of the body of the people that was broken, that was scattered in chains, driven far from their borders, taken from their mothers and their fathers, from their tribes. Seeing how we come back together, brothers and sisters, by the will of Yah. That's why I call it the separation for dummies, the ones who lack the knowledge, ignorant of who they are. Ignorant of what separation means. Separation, anytime you think about separation, brothers and sisters, just think about when you separate a husband and wife is separated, got a divorce. There's no unity, there's no peace, it's confusion. Or when they living together and they got divided, they got different spirits. One faithful to Yah, one not. It's a lot of chaos, brothers and sisters. It's no unity. It's like when we divided from Yah, it's no peace among us, between us and Yah. There's no peace between us and the enemy, brother. We are scattered in the lands of our enemies, just like Abiyah said. So wherever you have, all the things you cherish, all the things you love, it's corrupt while you're in captivity, brothers and sisters. The things you would die for, to hold on to with all your heart, even though you know your ancestors got raped, robbed, killed, hung on stakes, castrated. Today, many get kidnapped. Many hangings go on unnoticed. Much brutality, everything, the injustice of the whole system against you. Everything Abiyah said is true, brothers and sisters. Everything he said that was going to come upon our nation came and coming. More waiting for those who rebelled against Yah. He said you'll stagger, you'll fall, you'll be trapped in holes, prison houses. He said it in Isaiah 1:20. If you continue to disobey him, the enemy will kill you. The KK rising up again, even getting greater numbers. See, they rowdy. They hold up their flag. To rally against you, brothers and sisters. They're not rallying for you. But you content to be separated from your people. Just like they just watch the guy. Some people walk, barely look at the guy getting whipped by the police. Helpless. Everything of y'all can't do nothing. Confounded. And these guys so weak, the police force, they stick their chests out because they got the guns badge. They got unity. They're getting paid on the clock to whoop you, to maim you, to have you to become lame, blind, blood bursting everywhere, brothers and sisters. And all you would say, oh, that's a shame, that's sad, that's bad, injustice. Take it to the justice system. You don't trust Yah. Many of you don't. This nation been evil for a long time against Yah. That's why he put us out of the land, our ancestors, for the wickedness, the defoulness, the lovers of idolatry, idol worship, God worship, Elohim worship, El worship. All of these moves going to fail, brothers and sisters. People going down to the United Nations to be recognized by a government that helped put them in slavery. And the whole nation, the Father said, Psalms 83, brothers and sisters, tell you they plotted, they planned against you. And now you go in there to be recognized by them. When Abiyah said he is the only one that's going to redeem us back. He said he brought us without money. He allowed us to go into slavery without money. He said he's going to redeem us without money. Only by his words, brothers and sisters. He said it by the words that came from the prophets. He said we must repent to him. Not to the world. This is not like he told Moshe to go into Egypt and gather the Zaquin together and tell them to go to Pharaoh and say, let my people go. This is not that time. There's not one scripture tell us to go to some king, some president, to ask anything. Y'all said, raise the banner up. Gather the people of Yashael Yah together. He said they will come to the one that bears the flag, the banner. He said, unite and wait for him. He said, the nation's going to help us. He said, they're going to come to you. When they see us gather together, they're going to come to us. They're going to be asking us what we need, brothers and sisters. We don't have to run to them. Even he said when we get home, Micah. It's read in that book, brothers and sisters. Chapter 4, Isaiah chapter 2. He said we're going to be raised up high above all the nations on the earth. And they're going to flow to us. See, the scriptures say they're coming to us. We never go to them for the rest of our life. Once we start this migration, don't you know the migration is the salvation, the deliverance from out of the grip, out of the power, out of the hands of the enemy. He didn't tell us to rally to them. He told us to rally together, to separate. He said, come from out of the midst of her. She is unclean unto you. Touch not the unclean and be ye separated from them. See, separate from the confusion. Separate from what holds you into confusion. When we rally together, all the knowledge will begin to come back to us. We'll begin to be organized. We'll begin to function as one. But you got to start the process of the rally. But not rallying to nations. We rally together. We come together. Migrating together. These are all in the words of y'all, brothers and sisters. They will come to wherever we are. They will see us. He said, even going to come upon a time and say, can we go up to the land of Yashael Yah with you, to the land, to the Kodesh city, the city of Yah, Yah Shalom, up to the mountain of Zion.